Following Arcane, prestige animation has become Netflix's secret weapon against Disney. In the streaming era, Netflix has discovered something Disney has largely overlooked. Animation doesn't just have to be for kids, it can be high art, ambitious storytelling, and even a cultural moment. Ever since Arcane landed in 2021, Netflix has been positioning prestige animation as its secret weapon in the streaming game, becoming a rival to Disney's long-standing dominance in the medium. Where Disney and Pixar continue to guard their image with colorful, family-friendly stories, Netflix has carved out a lane for more cinematic, adult-oriented projects that look as good as live-action prestige TV. For decades, Disney has long defined what mainstream animation meant, and competitors often struggled to match their formula. But Netflix has realized and strategically invested in shows like Arcane, Blue Eye Samurai, Love, Death and Robots, and the surprise global phenomenon, K-pop Demon Hunters, proving the company's brilliant shift. Netflix's global perspective allowed it to embrace that tradition and translate it into streaming gold. The result? Animations that are cinematic and able to represent the future of Netflix's fight against Disney. As Disney holds fast to tradition, Netflix dares to redefine what animation can be. Netflix recognized that while Disney dominates the theatrical market with billion-dollar animated blockbusters, there was a cultural blind spot. Western audiences have been conditioned to see animation as just for kids. In markets like Asia, Europe, and Latin America, however, animation has long been treated as a serious art form for all ages. When Netflix released Arcane, few expected a show based on League of Legends to become one of the most acclaimed animated series of the decade. Yet Arcane wasn't just another video game adaptation, it was a visual and narrative triumph that took 6 years to produce. The series quickly climbed the charts in over 50 countries and was the first streaming show to win an Emmy for Outstanding Animated Program. More importantly, what made Arcane different was its painterly, handcrafted animation style paired with mature storytelling. Themes of class struggle, sisterhood, and political corruption gave it the aura of an HBO drama. Fans who had never touched League of Legends suddenly cared about Jinx and Vi as much as they cared about the Roy family on Succession. With Arcane, Netflix proved that animation could command the same cultural gravity as live-action television. Then, Blue Eye Samurai proved Netflix wasn't a one-hit wonder. Released in 2023, the samurai revenge epic set in Edo period Japan stunned critics. Amber Nwazumi and Michael Green's hyper-detailed art style, operatic fight scenes, and brutal storytelling drew comparisons to Akira Kurosawa and Martin Scorsese. With glowing reviews and praise from legends like Death Stranding's Hideo Kojima, Blue Eye Samurai positioned Netflix as the home of animation that could be violent, multicultural, and mature all at once. Disney, by contrast, could never have produced a title like Blue Eye Samurai. Its story of sexual politics and bloody vengeance would clash too harshly with the family-friendly Disney brand. That gap is exactly where Netflix thrives. Animation that treats adult viewers seriously. Love, Death and Robots takes that freedom even further. As an anthology, the show invites different directors and studios to push the limits of style and subject matter. Some episodes are sleek, hyper-realized CGI, others are painterly or grotesque. Across its run, Love, Death and Robots has embraced everything from philosophical science fiction to grotesque body horror, a tone Disney would never touch. Unlike Disney, Netflix isn't afraid to produce mature and beautiful animations for an adult audience. Netflix's most recent animated smash proves just how far this strategy can go. K-pop Demon Hunters, a stylish fantasy action spectacle centered around a Korean girl group fighting supernatural demons, became one of Netflix's biggest breakout hits of the summer. What might have sounded like a niche idea, part anime, part K-pop fever dream, exploded into a cultural moment, tapping into the global power of Korean pop culture while delivering a high-energy, action-packed film that appealed to all ages. More importantly, the film's success highlighted Netflix's ability to experiment across genres and cultures. By leaning into daring concepts, Netflix expands its reach and positions itself as the streaming service most willing to take animation into unexpected new spaces. For nearly a century, Disney has sold itself as a safe, family-friendly studio. Pixar may push emotional boundaries, but it always stays within a framework accessible to kids. Straying into violent samurai revenge sagas or sci-fi body horror anthologies would undercut that reputation. That gives Netflix the canvas to innovate. The streamer wants variety. By taking risks Disney can't, Netflix fills a gap in the cultural market, prestige animation that appeals to adults who want the richness of live-action drama but the artistry of animation. Netflix's strategy also leverages its global subscriber base. By funding projects like Arcane from a French studio, Blue Eye Samurai, rooted in Japanese history, and K-pop Demon Hunters, steeped in Korean pop culture, Netflix proves it understands that animation is a global art form. Disney, meanwhile, largely exports the same formula worldwide. That formula has been successful in the past, but audiences are increasingly becoming tired of the company's mainstream animation style and demanding new visuals. In the streaming wars, that's a crucial edge. Disney Plus has the advantage of a beloved library and blockbuster theatrical releases, but Netflix is carving out a unique reputation, the place where animation grows up. Prestige animation has become Netflix's not-so-secret weapon. Arcane shocked the industry, Blue Eye Samurai cemented the strategy, Love, Death and Robots kept experimentation alive, and K-pop Demon Hunters proved Netflix can turn even the wildest-sounding ideas into a worldwide sensation. Disney will always have its family-friendly empire. However, by investing in bold, culturally diverse, and adult-oriented animation, Netflix is winning the battle for innovation and global influence. In the coming years, Netflix has the potential to dethrone Disney. Arcane is currently streaming on Netflix.